In today's video, I want to do a long-term review on the Wrangler duratrac tires. I have now been running these for about a year and a half. I got them last year at the start of winter, and it is now 2 winters on these tires. And I have to say that I am pretty happy with them, but there are most certainly going to be pros and cons when it comes to the Wrangler duratrac. And I want to do this video for anyone interested in these tires. I know the look is very popular because they are a hybrid tire. They have the mud pattern on them. And yeah, definitely changes the look of the truck. I do not have 35s on this truck. These are actually 33s. And they look pretty good on the 250. Comment below and tell me what you think. I originally wanted to get the 35s, but there was a little bit of miscommunication, and I ended up with 33s. Nonetheless, they have been good tires, and it did kind of work out to my advantage because being a 33-inch, it didn't rise the height of the truck up quite as much, and it made the plow fit better. If you go higher with your truck, it can change a lot of the dynamics of the plow, and adjustments might need to be made, and another inch would make a difference in the tires. So these look good in the wheel wells with this size. This size does come on a Ram, I think, but the Duratracs that come on Ford trimmers are 35s. All in all, though, these tires have been pretty good. What I do like about the Duratracs is the weight rating. They have a good weight rating for what they are, but you do need to get into the 33 in order to get the full rating out of this tire. Once you go into the 33, you get like a 4,000 pound tire. I think once you go into the 35, you get like a 4,000 pound per tire rating. But with the 33, I don't think it's quite that high. Per tire on the 33, you get 3,600 pounds per tire. So if there is a pro or a con, the 35s will give you a higher rating, which is nice to have when you're putting a ton of weight on your truck. Now this truck, having a 1-yard salter on it, it doesn't get too heavy, but our 350 with its 2-yard salt spreader on it, it can get pretty heavy because salt weighs about 2,000 pounds a ton, and this tire rating is 3,400 pounds per tire. So you do get, now this is a factory tire, you are getting some improvement in weight carrying ability with the Duratrac compared to the factory Continental. So definitely nice to know the tire is a little bit stronger than factory. Now they are noisy. I will say they are noisy. As they wear, they get more noisy. You have to stay up on your rotating. It's not so bad that you can't get used to it, but I thought that maybe this truck needed a hub bearing. It wasn't until I actually rotated the tires fully off of this truck, put them onto this truck, to know for sure that there's nothing going on with the truck, because these tires will make some noise. And the hotter the weather, the more the noise is, and it kind of changes as the tires warm up. As you're driving, you can really hear these tires. So something to consider. The snow performance is okay. Now you would think, looking at these, that they're going to do something amazing for you with the snow. Not so much the case. The Continentals perform the same as the Duratracs. Now when it comes to snow and ice, this isn't a bad pattern. And I know a lot of people complain, oh, those factory tires aren't good enough. But for me, they perform well. This type of pattern with all the weight down on the truck, we have traction with these Continentals. Really isn't too much of a problem. Maybe a little when the truck gets real deep snow and you're trying to push it. You can get a little wheel spin if you're not doing it right, but typically we try to use the momentum and weight of the truck. But we did get some wet heavy stuff that was you got a little wheel spin in 4-wheel drive with the Continentals, and the same kind of thing with these Duratracs. If you were looking at these tires, I'm not going to go out and say, oh, get them because of snow. I don't think you're going to really get the value there. But I think the value with the Duratracs is going to really come into play with the looks of the truck. It really changes the overall looks, and it does help a lot in the mud. So if you're going into landfills and things like that, then the Duratracs are a good thing to have. When we go into dumps and it's muddy, it's nice to have the Duratrac for those situations. So any type of mudding, well, I'm not going to say we do mudding, but we do drive in mud in certain situations, and that's where this tire really shines. And the looks. There's going to be some cons. It's going to be the noise that they make. It's going to be the wear. Patterns are going to be weird. They're not the best summer, although we do get away with running these in the summer. A lot of guys say they wear down faster in the summer. For us, this is our work truck, and we don't put a ton of miles on it. We do a lot of short trips with it, so our wear pattern hasn't been too bad. If you're going to be doing a ton of highway, I wouldn't recommend the Duratracs. I don't think, because it's just going to eat them up, I think. Or it's going to be less pleasurable of a drive just because of the noise. So for us, we don't do a ton of highway with the truck. This truck is low mileage, but you can see it. You can see that it has wear on it. So the truck gets worn out and used. It just doesn't get mileage. So it's been okay for us just to kind of have a little fun with this truck and put these tires on it. But maybe it would wear better with more miles. Maybe they wear smoother. But rotating is going to be big. The look is going to look. The look of this tire is really nice. It definitely gets noticed, particularly with the tread pattern. The aggressive tread pattern is very, very nice looking, very aggressive looking. Strong sidewall, improved load carrying ability. They really take the load good. They carry the plow real good. I think that softer compound that is noisy when it's hot kind of comes into your favor when it's cold out. So, yeah, just this little bit of a improved tire size. It does throw the odometer off by about 1 or 2 miles per hour, just going up in that little bit of size. If I went to a 35, I'd have to most certainly reprogram the odometer or the speedometer so that it would match the actual speed. This truck, just 1 or 2 miles per hour, not a big deal, left it alone. But definitely a good tire. I would buy it again. Very happy with it so far. Most certainly, being that it's got such an aggressive tread, there is some cons there with the noise. The sidewall, not too out of this world or too crazy like some of the tires. I kind of like this sidewall over the BFG sidewall. I don't know. It's more subtle, I think. But comment below and let me know what you guys think. But yeah, in general, comment below. Let me know what you think about tires. What are you running? I'm not real picky. The Continentals have been fine on my daily. When it's time, maybe I'll run them for a year. It's just not worth it to rip it off right away. I don't got it like that to where I can just take it in. Give me some new tires. I don't even need them. But I can tell you from my experience, the Continentals, they're good that first year. And that second year, and that third year is when it's like, man, I don't want these on here for snow. First year, no problems. But anyway, my name is Sean. This is DS Trucks. Just a quick tire review on the Duratracs. If you're interested in that tire, let me know. And I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.